Hey, here we go, kids. The crane truck is coming in, and behind me you see what it's going to be lifting. And here we go. He's just checking out the bridge, making sure the bridge will hold him. We got lots of bridge to hold him. And so this is going to be too much fun. Let's do this. Okay, here we are. Just released the air brakes and ramping up. We're rolling on up here. I threw down a little bit of gravel just so he could get a bit of traction as we crest the hill there. And hey, we'll follow him around. And we've the welders here, they're putting in some railings for us. But that's not what this is about. This isn't about railings. This is about Gramps' sawmill shed. Love it. Hey, he's got our beam right on there. He's gonna lift that in place. Oh man. One of these days, Gramp has to get a truck like that. And when I do, you're gonna come along for a ride with me. Yeah. What a great crane. You know, guys, it's all about family. So the driver of this crane truck is Luke's brother, and Luke helped us build the bridge. He helped us build this, and now his brother is getting out of the truck. Isn't that cool, guys? It's all about your brother, your sister, your cousins, and there we go. And so we're gonna capture the lift here. I'm gonna shut this down now. It's snowing, it's winter, but hey, we're warm. You can dress for winter. It's all good. Well, here we go, guys. So Luke is up there measuring to the dead center of the beam. We have to know where the center is to pick that up. That crane extending way, way, way out there. Whoa. Man, wish you guys were here. This would be too much fun. So we're gonna put a strap around that. Luke knows exactly what he's doing because he's also a crane operator. Look at this crane truck. I just love it. What an awesome truck. He's even got a brace that he can set down here on the front. But he's got those braces because he's going to lift the beam over sideways and he doesn't want to tip over, right? So there we go. We're watching him doing the rigging now. That means putting the straps around it so it lifts very, very securely. It looks like he's setting them about 4 feet apart, maybe 6 feet. So it lifts dead center. Now he's going to put those straps. And there we go. Whoa, look at that. And we're lifting. That's pretty awesome. Man, so glad you guys get to ride along with me and be here with me and watch this. It's very important to pay attention to the details, like Lenny always says. Slow and steady. We don't rush these things. If we rush it, accidents happen. Slow and steady. everything is braced very securely. So these are called outriggers. They secure the truck. So look at, the truck is actually right up off of its wheels. Its wheels aren't even touching the ground. We're doing this slow and steady and making sure that everything is very secure. They keep extra blocks in here so that they can put those pads down and make sure it doesn't sink into some little hole in the ground that would make it unsteady. We want this to be very, very steady. See, same thing here. They put those pads down on the ground. And see under there, you can see the wheels are actually right up off the ground. It's all resting on the outriggers. Now we're swinging it. That is pretty awesome. And again, I'm just amazed at how far up in the sky this goes. He's got to be, that's got to be 30 feet, 40 feet the first extension, 50 feet. I'd say that top is 60 feet from the deck, which means, and the deck is about 8 feet off the ground, so we're something like 68 feet off the ground. That's a long ways off the ground, guys. We're just making sure the end of the beam is cut absolutely correctly. So when we're all done, it's going to fit in right there. That's where we're going for. Between those two end pieces. So that beam is going to fill in the center. And then this roof in two separate sections is going to go up on there. Pretty cool. Here we go. Lift is in progress. We're gonna swing this thing right into place. Whoa. Just steadying that ladder. The ladder was a little unsteady. Gotta get that braced correctly. There, we're steady now. We're steady. Wow, I am so stoked how this sawmill shed is coming together. And there we go. That's a 24-foot span.
Up a little. Okay, try that. Down.
Man, that's close. It's a nice tight fit. I love it.
Oh, he's taking it. Here, just give your side a little whack in.
Yeah. Hang in my way. Yeah. Yeah.
Down.
There we go.
Hang on, hold that.
I know, but it needs to go in level or else it won't.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Okay, go. I'm good.
Okay.
There we go.
Down slow.
There we go.
Hold that.
Look at that. Look at that right there. It's gonna be just a wonderful fit.
There we go.
We got it.
Not in.
Huh? Oh, you.
1 sec.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is
Hey, Luke,
nice
heads up,
balance.
Jump up here, okay?
Really nice balance.
I'll wait till you're done.
I'm not sure I'd balance that well. There's a reason that Gramp isn't up there. Okay, so we just dropped the rigging. The ball and the hook are going back over there. That's a ton more balance than your Gramp has. I can tell you that. Okay, so now we're rigging the roof sections to go on. Hey, look at that. So we're going to chain up that far truss section. We're going to give it a lift. Our truck is still very steady because of the outriggers. So we're well braced. That's a long reach. So where we're rigging right now is, I'm just doing some math, 10, 20, 30, 40. We're rigging at 50 and 60 feet out from the center point on that truck. So it's not a heavy lift, but you gotta do it right. And there we're going. Okay, the lift is starting. And so Luke's brother is at the controls there. And look at that, we have liftoff. There it goes. That is pretty amazing. That was so good because it saved doing all of that work up 10 feet off the ground. And there goes the crane doing the lift.
Hey?
Bring this beam first, buddy.
Does it have to move quite a bit? No ditch.
Just a sec. See if you can get it. Okay.
I had never thought of doing it that way, but that is so cool. And the crane, like, it honestly is not expensive compared to the extra labor of doing all of that work.
Put it right in there.
10 feet off the ground. Wow, this is definitely the way to go. Love it. We're just bringing everything into square. This front beam has a little bit of a bow in it, and so we have to make a quick correction, and that's what's going on now. Just in case you're wondering, this site was all fully prepped, but it was prepped for a perfectly straight front beam. That beam has about 1 inch of bow in it. And hey, you know what? These are things we can fix.
Thomas, you want to throw your eye down that beam? It's got to come in a bit.
We had to get about 1 inch of bow out of that beam, and so we had to come along, a choker and a chain, and hey, we got it out. It was kind of 10 minutes of whatever, but there we go. Look at this coming down. I am so stoked about this. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to be sawmilling in the dry.
Okay.
There we go. And it's all in that man's hands over there. He just knows what he's doing. He's lowering it. Notice how that's going to come down. Very slow, very steady. Very slow, very steady.
My way. Are you hooked up, Luke?
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on.
How much do you have to go, Mick?
I gotta go. Fuck the
Oh,
boat.
that way, yeah.
What?
How are you for this way, though, on your gable?
Walk in. I gotta go touch the moon.
Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
Pick up a touch.
And there we go. All in his hands. We're bringing it home.
Thomas, you need to come a little bit more if you can.
Wow, look at that. Well, there we go, kids. I had to cut and run and leave the project early on Friday afternoon because I had to make a quick trip to town. They had set aside one of these little guys for me, and that'll be a separate video. We're gonna watch that thing blow snow all over the place. The little Frontier, I forget what it's called, 1154 or something like that. Hey, again, that'll be another video. I also threw some jewelry on this tractor, got the chains done up, but let's walk over and just get a little closer view here. Man, they did such a good job lifting all of that into place. Saved just a ton of labor costs. The two builders were able to work down at ground level, called the crane truck in, swung it over, and there you go. Hope you enjoyed the build. And the other thing I had to cut and run for in the middle of that job was to head into town. Our good old 4066 is back in action with the snow blade on it, and we need it. Getting fresh snow every night here. So lots of little tune-ups and repairs. Replaced the conventional lights with LEDs, 30 bucks a piece. That was a bargain. And tidied up a few other odds and ends. You know what? We're just about as ready for winter as we need to be, if one can ever be truly ready. Just focused now on keeping 8 fingers and 2 thumbs warm. Thanks for being part of the journey. Well, here we go, guys. Look at this. Fast forwarding a couple of weeks, and look at what we've got going here. We even have some fresh snow up there on the rooftop. I'm just trying to move around here a bit so that I'm not pushing the camera straight into the sun. But we made some progress. It's up, the roof is on, and my sawmill is under the roof, and more. Got the edger turned around. It was sitting the other direction, and so my infeed table here, the boards are gonna go through this way, come out this end, and I can lift those table ends up and put them on a block of wood so that they're level. In the meantime, they fold down. We moved some dirt around here. Boy, did we ever. We've got this kind of leveled off back here, and so that I can stack my boards as they come out of the sawmill. I can stack them up. Then I'm going to put some drying shelves over there, and even got a couple of pieces of equipment in and out of the weather. And look at what a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day this is. The view from the sawmill, man, it doesn't get much better than that. Tons of fun. It's chilly here. It's -20, and that tractor didn't want to start. Had to throw a battery booster on it to get it fired up this morning, because I'm going to put the forks on it and use it to load. I've got a fuel barrel way over there under the snow, and that fuel tank is going in the back of the truck, and we're going to town to pick up, about 500 liters of diesel. Got to keep us going through the winter here, moving snow around. Thanks for riding along and being part of this journey of the sawmill shed. So now you have a little sense of what some of my days look like here, and can hardly wait to have you here in person, and you get to go for an actual ride along. Love you guys tons and tons. And hey, these fingers, yeah, they're getting a little chilly. Gonna get some gloves on them now. 8 fingers and 2 thumbs warming up.